Today I'm looking at this. This is the Coospo, I think that's the correct pronunciation, cycle computer. And it's the BC26 model. It's a pretty basic cycle computer, but that's all I wanted. I just bought this pretty much spur of the moment because I just wanted something to show speed when I was riding. Rather than looking at an app on a phone or any messing around like that, I wanted something that just fitted simply to the computer, had a display that was visible clearly in daylight, and just showed me how fast I was going. That's all I wanted this to do. I'm not a keen cyclist. I'm not someone that dresses up in Lycra every Sunday and does 50 miles on a bike on a Saturday and 100 miles on a Sunday or anything like that. That's not me. The fact that this also shows me the distance and the time and that type of thing, and can sync up to a phone, sync up to an app on a phone, and also sync then to Strava is a bonus. It doesn't, however, sync to Apple Health. I do miss some of that ability, but it is nice and easy to use. Attaching it to your bike is dead straightforward. It just comes with a couple of different rings, rubber rings. I've actually attached it kind of the other way around, so I'm attaching it to something this way rather than across your handlebars, just because that's the most sort of convenient space for me to do it to. So you just get the rubber rings and wrap them over these kind of hooked bits at the side here. You can just have a quick look there, see how they're wrapped around, and put this mount so that the bits are horizontal there. Get the computer then, put that on an angle like that, turn it around and just hook it into place, and that's it. There you go. I mean, it's really easy, but let's have a look at the actual computer. Not much to it, is there really? Just up and down button on the side, a couple of different buttons on the side. We just power it up there, and on the back we've got the fitting there that you just saw, where it just turns onto the bike, and then it's charged via micro USB. So no problem charging this up, finding something to charge this with. Just carry a small power bank with you and you can keep it charged, because of the fact that this thing is only tiny, the battery, and it's not going to have a big capacity. It doesn't need it, but it'll still run for hours and hours. I think it's something like 7 hours continuous riding or something on one charge, which is sufficient. Fine by me. It's a GPS computer, so it's actually using a dual GPS chip inside. What that means is it's using the US GPS satellites and I think the Chinese Baidu, or Beidou. I'm not sure of the pronunciation. I would pronounce it that Baidu, but don't know. Their system as well to kind of improve accuracy. And no mention of Galileo. Is that even a thing anymore? And as soon as you turn it on there, you see this nice, bold, blue, black, backlit LCD display. And just nice. I just love these old school displays, you know, no kind of screen or anything like that. It's just a display that you can see in any lighting conditions. And that's really important. This little flashing thing here is telling me that it's trying to find satellites. That can be a little bit annoying at times because of the fact that sometimes it does it straight away, but like with anything GPS, to get a good lock, which this needs to do stuff accurately, to get a good lock can take, I've had it take sort of up to a minute or so, and that sort of is annoying because I'll take my bike outside, put this on, turn this on, and then I've got to wait another minute before I can go, which if you're doing a sort of big cycle is no big deal. But if you're just like me, where you're using your bike for practical purposes, i.e. you've got to be somewhere at a certain time, that can get a bit irritating. Speed is clearly shown here, time along the bottom. You can change what's shown on the bottom. I've got mine set to metric, so unfortunately, although I want this in miles an hour, I would actually prefer this in meters. But anyway, we've got feet, and then as soon as feet counts up to a large enough amount, it then changes to kind of 0.1 of a mile, 0.2 of a mile. We've also got altitude on here as well. You've got your total odometer, so how many miles you've done in total. As you can see, I've done a huge 12.02 miles since I got this. So yes, I'm really, really nailing it as far as the cycling is concerned. Total time riding, 1 hour, 1.3 hours. Okay. And that's it, really. You just scroll around. As soon as you want to start, you just press the play button here. And it can't do it at the moment because there's no satellites. But what it would do then is count down from 3, and then you're good to go. And then it just tracks that, and then you can pause it. It auto pauses as soon as you stop. So if you stop at some lights, it will just pause itself, so it doesn't kind of count that. Automatically does it. And I was a little bit concerned about how good the accuracy would be, i.e. how well it would sort of keep up when you're just moving a little bit versus moving a lot, and it's been absolutely great. It really is spot on. And all the stuff that I've seen, because once you've finished your trip, if you like, you just sort of long press here and it saves the trip down, and then you can just via Bluetooth sync this up with an app on your phone. The app is pretty basic. It's just Coospo's own app, and unfortunately it does require a login. But those trips that I've done and synced to the app have been absolutely spot on. The tracks on the maps have been perfect. Everything's been brilliant. So I've got no complaints about how well this works, and that's why I wanted to show it to you today. Not because it's anything fantastically interesting and it's not a topic I'm really an expert in at all. I just liked it, so I thought you might like to see it too. This is the user manual it comes with. It goes clearly through all the stuff that you need to install it, and I'll just quickly show you the app as well. There's a limited amount I can show you on here because of privacy, really, just because of the tracks that are on here. But if I just go into here, the apps, so let's just go into this one, and you can see there we've got our distance, and then you've got some chart data as well. So basic stuff, and there we go. That's all there is to it. So nice little thing. I'll put links to the product in the description as always. If you want to support the channel, then feel free to click on those links to see how expensive this is in your particular area. That one link will take you to Amazon in your relevant country. But at the time of recording, I bought this for about, I think it was £35, so it wasn't expensive. And yeah, hope if you're after something really simple, hope this is helpful for you, and you know, maybe you consider this one. Or if you know a better one at that sort of price range, then let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.